Hello there, beautiful ladies and gentlemen of the internet. It is I, your host of the channel, once again, Daniel Andrews, bringing you one of the very first experience videos of the channel ever, or stories, one of my stories. I want to share this with you guys because this is very special to me, and I thought this would be the perfect kind of first entry video to my channel. I know my last video, the Saturn unboxing video, that was my first video, but that was actually an older video from like 3 weeks ago that I was going to upload on a different channel, but it fit perfectly with this one, so I decided to fit it here. And more unboxings are coming from more stuff, so that's not going to be the only one. But today I wanted to talk about my cherished memories of my beloved friend here, my first gaming console of all time, the reason why I love video games today, the birth of it. The SEGA Genesis, the Model 1 with the high definition graphics up there. I love this console to death. It's my, I really have a strong bond with it and everything, and it's the first piece of machinery I ever played on. I remember it very, very fondly when I was young, but there's a lot of things I don't remember. Actually, I was only 4 years old when I played on the system, way after its heyday, back in 1998. Yes, back when the Dreamcast was coming out in Japan, or roughly around that same time is when I got into Sega. So, take it as you will. I didn't really grow up with Sega. I also want to say that too. I actually grew up with the Nintendo GameCube and the Xbox 360 mostly, and the Nintendo Wii. But I really got into Sega more so in my adulthood versus my teenage years, my child years. I researched the hell out of Sega in high school, but I didn't really have money to buy this stuff until recently. So until recently in my life, for the past like 8 years or so, or it feels like the past like 6 or 7 to 5, 6 or 7 years, I've been buying Sega stuff. So like non-stop. It's been building. So today I want to talk about my 4 special games that I first had to, which you can't see what they are because they all got to be mystery, that I played when I was a kid, which what we had. So the story goes is that when I was about 3 or 4 years old, my mom's brother, my uncle Mark, he let my family borrow his Sega, his Genesis, and along with his games, the games with it. So those games were really fun, really good games that he decided to let us have. I don't remember if there were any more than these 4, but these are the 4 that I remember playing, that I remember seeing my other 2 older siblings playing, and I just want to get into it. So the first game I want to talk about is right here, Grenada. This game is pretty awesome, actually. It's a very forgotten game, I think, because not a lot of people really talk about this game right here. Which actually, this is a custom box art. I can't really find the official one online anywhere. No skin or anything. Somebody made this. It's actually a black label game, if you can tell right here about this cartridge. Look at that. I don't know if it's forgotten or not. I just don't really see much people really discussing this game that's really into Sega, but it's something that people are like, oh yeah, Grenada, yeah, I love Grenada, and they're like, what are you talking about? It's not that forgotten, and then it's like, shit, I did forget about it. It's like that sort of thing. But it's a very awesome game. It's a top-down shooter. It's set in the year 2016. Oh dear, what happened to that year? Well, a lot of bad things happened that year. But it said, weapons today are limited to super strategic weapons. Enter Grenada, hypertech cannon tank. Fire wet powers we know it today as is all but abandoned with Grenada. Now, I really do want to do a game review of this one day, and I totally will when the time comes, because this game is something special to me. It definitely is. I really love this game. It really blew me away back then. I love the music. I love the sound effects. I love the overhead of it. It was something for me. This is like my first piece of post-apocalyptic feature, ever. Pretty much. I didn't even know what the heck that genre was, or what the heck that's, anything about it was. I just saw the colors and little tank eyes, and I was like, whoa, it's pretty dark, and I liked it. That's just what I felt when I was 4. So, my next game is this classic on the Genesis, this classic series that a lot of people should know about, Road Rash II, Road Rash 2. I love Road Rash. Road Rash is such a fun, awesome game, and I remember when I saw this copy sitting at a game store nearby my house, and or not nearby where I live, but far where, and I just had to buy this game. I think I bought this back in 2015 or 16. I don't think it was last year. I think it was definitely before 2017. I have not let go of it or sold it or anything ever since. I really wanted this copy back in my life, and this game definitely means a lot to me. It's such a fun game. I remember the soundtrack fondly. Also, punching guys inside as you race them. If you cannot tell by the screenshots back there, right there, that dude, he's the dude you're playing as, or your competitor is about to whip the other guy. Right there. See that? He's got his whip. He's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, this game is awesome. It really is. It was for something. And of course on the front cover, it's guys beating each other up. So, and that's obviously its big tagline. And I had a blast playing this game. I remember a lot. I failed. I think it was on purpose. This on the side of the road, just because I wanted to watch all the animations when I was younger. But yeah, this game was fun. This game was something. And of course, we get into the granddaddies of my gaming experience, the two hugest games of my childhood, my early childhood, before I was like 8 years old when we got a GameCube. So for about a good 4 years of my life, we had these games. I'm thinking about these games. And these two games were like my go-to comfort zone. You know what I mean? They were my fun, or at least I felt very happy when I played them. I mean, I didn't have a rough life or anything like that growing up. It was just like, oh yeah, the time to play these games kind of feeling. And they were Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, and I am a humongous fan of this franchise. I love this character, I love these characters, I love this story, I love this series, I love these games, I love Sonic. I love them, love them, love them. I've read most of the comics, I've watched all the shows pretty much, except for Sonic X and Sonic Boom, because they're trash. And I haven't seen much of Sonic Underground, but I have watched at least one episode of every show, okay, I have. And I've played at least a little bit of almost every single Sonic game. I've beaten a lot of them, and I've been a fan ever since I was 4, and now I'm 23. So I've been a fan forever, ever. And let me tell you, Sonic Mania is very special. It's a very amazing, wonderful game you haven't played it yet. Sonic Forces ain't so much, but I love Mania. So, I'm not going to turn this video into a big Sonic thing, but I love Sonic the Hedgehog very much so. I might be talking about him a lot on this channel, I don't know yet. I actually want to do something special on the day of his birthday this year, depending on what day of the week it is. And with my friend Alex, if I can get around to it. But yeah, I just want to share and say something factual about Expierences. I don't want to misinform everyone that this Genesis and these games, well, it's kind of obvious about this box too. These are not my original gaming experiences when I was a kid. These are actually rebouts that I purchased, in the past couple years or so. And for about a good 4 years of my life, ever since 2014 until the middle of last year, I kept buying consoles and selling them constantly in games in my collection all the time. I don't even know what up here, or what over there, or what anywhere in my room, what I originally had and what I don't have anymore from what I sold. And because back in late 2014, I just sold everything: my childhood GameCube, my childhood GameCube games, my childhood Xbox 360, my childhood Xbox 360 games. And when I was 8 years old, my uncle, he took back his Genesis and his games, so we didn't have it anymore. And then when I was 13 or 14, and in my freshman year, I think I asked my dad if he could buy a Genesis again with the Sonic games, and he did. It was awesome, and I loved it. And I didn't have the boxes, just had the cartridges. I remember that very fondly. But so obviously I'm going a bit crazy with this video with my story of my life. But my old past, I wasn't the very happiest person, and it caused a very unhealthy mental thought process for my brain and everything. And I just didn't know how to enjoy life anymore. So yeah, I sold everything in late 2014, and it was very, very sad. And I wish I never did that. I seriously do. But who cares now? Obviously, it's the past. Sometimes I like to believe that this is gonna sound a bit crazy and weird, but sometimes when I'm out and about in my local stores in Michigan, I live in Michigan, yes, around my area, out and about, I like to believe that some of the stuff that we buy is the stuff we used to have, but I will never know. So that was true for one item at least, but I'll never know for this stuff. So I know. And this I got off eBay. This I saw at Destiny Games. This is my first copy of Rash 2 though. I didn't sell it, but no. Besides the one I had as a kid, this is simply my second copy in my life. I never got this game back until after that chapter of my life, pretty much. But yeah, which I'm glad that never had that negative experience or sad experience with Rash, or even something with Grenada. These two games, no. But Sonic 1 and 2, yeah, they're cheap, so yeah, I sold and bought them constantly. But I have them with the original manuals and cartridges and everything in nice condition. I believe this copy may have been bought off eBay. I don't know if I bought Sonic 2 in a store or off the internet. I have no idea. Sonic 1, same thing. I could not tell you. I could not tell you. Seriously, I don't know. Maybe, I think I've always kept my copy of Sonic 3 Knuckles. I don't know. But guys, that's my entire video. I just want to talk about the Genesis and how much I love it. I love this controller. I love the 3 buttons, start, whatever. One thing I want to talk about this controller is that people mention of how like huge and boomerang-like it is and how like comfortable it is and everything. And I was 4 or 3 when I first had this controller. I can't tell you what it was like when I first had it. I was just like, oh, cool games. You know, that's kind of how I reacted to it. So, you know, it was just like that. And of course, I forgot how it was like over the years until I held one again at my best friend Tony's house. I was like 14 or 15. We're at his house. He had this little arcade blue like Genesis with built-in games on it with like a little blue controller, and I was like, this thing is a lot bigger than I remembered it, and it was. I remember saying that to him, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, or a lot longer, so I think I said. That's my entire video of my first time ever getting into, or how Sega got into my life, how it just happened. It was chosen for me, somebody choosing for it, and I'm really happy that it did, because I love it very much, and I love the games I play on it too. And shortly after that, we got a GameCube with Sonic Adventure 2, and after that, it was smooth sailing for me with Sonic, and of course, I also had Wind Waker, Mario, Sunshine. Fantastic games, but you know, I could not get enough of Sonic Adventure 2 back in the day. No, I couldn't. Same thing with Sonic 1 and 2. No mystery about. And these 2 games over here, fantastic fun games as well. I'm going to try to beat Grenada one day for sure. Alright, that's it. I'm going to shut up now. Leave you all alone. Have a good day and take care. Bye-bye. Peace out. See y'all on the next video.